injured in a stampede situation. The Railways has announced compensation worth 10 lakh rupees to the kin of the deceased, while 2.5 lakhs will be given to those who have been seriously injured. 1 lakh will be given to those with minor injuries. Now, reportedly, this incident occurred as a massive crowd gathered following the announcement of a special train to Prayagraj for the Mahakumbh Mela, leading to panic. Reportedly, the chaos also began at around 9:45 p.m. last night. We're crossing over to my colleague Nikhil, who's joining us. Nikhil, can you explain what exactly happened? What caused the confusion? Was it the announcements? Was it the lack of authorities looking over the crowds at the platforms? What went wrong?
So, Aisha, as per the initial details, there were two of the trains which were allegedly delayed, and this is the reason as to why the gathering of the passengers took place at a particular platform. And also, we are learning through some of the people that there was this one train which was whose platform was changed from one particular side to another. So that is something which led to the confusion, and that was something which triggered the chaos as well. And also, as per the details which is coming in from the side of the NDLS, which is the New Delhi Railway Station Department, in a span of just few minutes, close to 1,500 general tickets were sold by the department, which clearly says that thousands of the people gathered on the platform number 12, 13 and 14 as well. And we have spoken to some of the witnesses as well. They have told us that they have not seen this kind of rush in their entire life at a single platform. And that is something which caused the stampede in the very first place. Immediately, the authorities were informed. The Delhi police reached out at that particular place. Ambulance, Delhi Fire Services and other relevant authorities, they reached out at the New Delhi railway station. And currently we are reporting from outside the LNJP hospital. This is the particular hospital where all the ambulances were brought in as per the details which are coming in from the side of the official authority at the LNJP. 18 of the deaths have been confirmed, which includes 3 of the children as well. So this is the unfortunate incident which clearly tells us about the lack of arrangements from the side of the railway police and also from the side of the Ministry of Railways as well, because thousands of the people are already moving towards the side of the Prayagraj station, and still no proper arrangement were made, and this is something which caused a lot of problem at the New Delhi railway station. So far, the relatives of those people who have suffered casualty, they have arrived at this particular hospital. There are still many of the dead bodies which are currently inside, and the autopsy report clearly says that due to the suffocation, this is the incident which has taken place. Although the compensation has been announced from the side of the Railway Ministry, and the directions have been given out from the side of the Delhi LGV Saxena to Delhi Police Commissioner and the Chief Secretary as well to make proper arrangements. But the loss of life is something which needs the answer from the side of the authorities who are responsible for the stampede-like situation. Although we have been to the New Delhi railway station early this morning, the situation appears to be very much peaceful and in the normal state. But yesterday, this was an unfortunate incident which broke out at around between 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So that was the time when entire close to 3 to 4 of the platform were completely choked, and this triggered the stampede-like situation in which 18 of the deaths have been confirmed from the side of the authority.
All right, and Nikhil, do remain with us. We're actually going to listen into what an eyewitness had to say. This is actually the statement of a coolie that's come in. A colleague of ours has been able to get this statement. Take a look.
उसके लिए प्रयागराज के लिए वो 16 नंबर पर अनाउंसमेंट कर दी, भीड़ इधर उधर हुई उल्टी सीधी, तो भगदड़ में बंदे दब गए, 20-25 लोगों की मौत हो गई कम से कम, और व्यवस्थाएं नहीं थी, प्रशासन नाम मात्र के लिए था, और ये रस्सी वस्सी अभी खींची गई हैं सारी, पहले कुछ नहीं था।
अच्छा, ये भी बात आ रही थी कि 2 ट्रेनें जो थी स्वतंत्रता सेनानी और एक राजधानी जो है वो लेट हो गई थी, और एक ट्रेन जो है उसके पैसेंजर जो प्रयागराज की ट्रेन थी उसके पैसेंजर ऑलरेडी स्टेशन पे थे, जिसकी वजह से ये स्थिति
पहले से थी। और उल्टी गाड़ी बोलिए, जब भीड़ बढ़ गई ना, बिल्कुल भाई, पहले सेनानी के थे यहीं पे और राजधानी लेट जा रही थी उसके थे, और फिर गाड़ी उल्टी बोली है तो भीड़ तो बढ़नी है ना।
अच्छा,
हाँ, 12 नंबर पे पहुंच के पहले, तो फिर 16 पे गाड़ी बोली है स्पेशल, तो उल्टे सीधे हुए, जगह रखने के लिए जगह ही नहीं है पहले ही पैर रखने के लिए। तो
तो जब इस तरीके की स्थिति हुई उस वक्त क्या प्रशासन से पुलिस की तरफ से लोग यहाँ पर पहुंचे?
नहीं, प्रशासन तो पहले था लेकिन कम था, इसलिए मालूम नहीं था कि ऐसी भगदड़ मचेगी। और फिर वो जो कुली भाई ने और स्टाफ वालों ने भी मदद करी यहाँ पे।
आप लोगों ने भी मदद?
हाँ, मदद करी।
कैसे ले गए आप लोग?
आप हमारी रेड़ी इन पे रख के ले गए, गोदी में उठा उठा के बाहर पहुंचाया, फिर पुल जाम कर दिया, पब्लिक आने नहीं दी अंदर।
यानी अनाउंसमेंट गलत हुआ था?
अनाउंसमेंट गलत हुआ।
तस्वीरें देख लीजिए, एलएनजेपी अस्पताल के बाहर की ये तस्वीरें हैं और इसी अस्पताल में 15 लोगों की डेथ हुई है। ये रेलवे जो नई दिल्ली रेलवे स्टेशन पर हादसा हुआ है उसमें 15 लोगों की मृत्यु नई दिल्ली रेलवे स्टेशन के बाहर ठीक एलएनजेपी अस्पताल जो मौजूद है उसमें हुई है। 3 लोगों की मृत्यु लेडी हार्डिंग के अंदर हुई है। 12 लोग अभी भी घायल बताए जा रहे हैं जिन्हें अंदर अस्पताल में भर्ती कराया गया है। पुलिस बंदोबस्त की तस्वीरें आप देख रहे हैं कि अस्पताल के बाहर किस तरीके से भारी पुलिस फोर्स तैनात कर दिया गया है। 12 लोग अभी भी घायल हैं जो अंदर जिनका इलाज चल रहा है, जिनमें से 2 लोग गंभीर बताए जा रहे हैं। मुआवजे की घोषणा कर दी गई है कि 10 लाख रुपए का मुआवजा मृतकों को दिया जाएगा और जो गंभीर रूप से घायल हैं उन्हें 2.5 लाख का मुआवजा दिया जाएगा और इसके अलावा जिन्हें मामूली चोटें आई हैं उन्हें 1 लाख रुपए का मुआवजा दिया जाएगा। भारी पुलिस फोर्स एलएनजेपी अस्पताल के बाहर तैनात किया गया है क्योंकि जो मिलने वाले लोग हैं वो तमाम लोग, चाहे वो नेता हो चाहे वो उनके परिजन हो, वो सभी एलएनजेपी अस्पताल पहुंच रहे हैं, इसीलिए भारी पुलिस फोर्स यहां पर तैनात किया गया है।
Crossing back over to my colleague Nikhil, remember he's joining us from the LNJP hospital, which is where many of those who've been injured have essentially been transported. They are undergoing medical treatment as we speak. Nikhil, before we get an update on the status of the victims of this horrific tragedy, let us know what is the process now about how the authorities are going to hold somebody accountable for what's taken place? Because 18 people losing their lives over what is also being mentioned by the coolie, a confusion over announcements, chaos and crowding at the New Delhi railway station. It's unbelievable.
Well, clearly, Aisha, and it calls for a greater responsibility and greater action as well, which is expected from the side of the Ministry of Railways. But so far, there is no accountability which has been fixed. Although the word which is coming in from the high-level officials who are placed inside the ministry, there is inquiry which has been ordered by Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav, and this is the high-level inquiry which is to take place as to what were the sequence of events, what triggered, who is the one who is going to be responsible, and what is the accountability which is going to be fixed, because 18 deaths is clearly not less, and this is something which is coming at a time when we all know that people from across the nation, they are moving towards the side of the Prayagraj station or Prayagraj city for that matter. So the arrangements would have been done in view of the same. But yesterday, this was the unfortunate incident which came to light where 18 of the deaths have been confirmed so far, and there are a few of the injuries as well which have been reported in that particular matter. Although as we speak, the situation appears to be very much better at the New Delhi railway station, but there is no official word yet from the side of the Railway Ministry or the Department of the Railways as to who was the person who was responsible or what was the kind of situation which led to this kind of incident. Although the sequence of events from the witness account are coming into the public domain, wherein it is being informed that in just a span of few minutes, close to 1,500 of the general tickets were sold by the NDLS ticket department. Apart from it, there was this change of the platform as well, and this is a particular segment which has been repeated yet again. Just few years back, similar stampede situation took place at one of the station, but that was also something which was responsible because of the change of platform. So this is happening yet again, which clearly, gives out a message that the adequate steps were not taken in from the side of the authorities. Although the directions have been given out by Delhi LG V.K. Saxena to Chief Secretary of the Delhi government, Dharmendra, and Delhi Police Commissioner Sanjay Arora as well, to make the arrangements, for the smooth movement of the passengers, and that is something which is being reflected at the New Delhi railway station as well. But this is the particular place, this is the hospital where many of the dead bodies have still been kept, and the details are suggesting that due to the suffocation, the loss of lives have been reported. Yet again, we are going to show you the visuals in the very first place. Most of the bodies have been brought in here, although we are learning through the sources that there may be 3 dead bodies which were taken to the Lady Harding Hospital, which is also nearby from the New Delhi railway station. But this is the place where most of the dead bodies were brought late in the night. There were many ambulance movements which took place late in the night at this particular place, and also 18 deaths overall have been confirmed from the side of the authorities. The compensation has also been given out or announced from the side of the Ministry of the Railways. But the point is, what about the accountability? What about the responsibility? Who is the person who was solely responsible for this kind of situation? We have seen the stampede already in the city of Prayagraj, where the Kumbh congregation is already underway. It is going to be, concluded on 26th of February, and people are in large number are thronging to the city. So the adequate arrangements could have been made by the authorities. But platform number 12, 13, 14 and 15 as well. These were the 3 to 4 platforms which were clearly flooded with the passengers, and that is something which caused the unfortunate incident. So clearly it calls for a greater responsibility and the greater action as well. We need to see as to when exactly the inquiry gets over from the side of the department, but this is the overall update which is coming in for this particular incident. Back to you.
All right, Nikhil, thank you so much for joining us, getting us all of those crucial details. Viewers, to put this into context, essentially when we talk about the Mahakumbh Mela, there are millions of devotees that come from not just across the nation, but across the world to attend the Mahakumbh Mela, which is underway until the 26th of February. Now, this stampede that took place yesterday at night began at around 9:45. There were thousands who were on the platforms. So it seems to be primarily and this is as according to the preliminary information and details that have been gathered by our colleagues on the ground as well. But essentially, authorities also saying that this was crowd mismanagement. There was some confusion with the announcements as well, as stated by a coolie. We'll continue to track the developments here and see what action is going to be taken, considering that 18 people have lost their lives in this tragedy. Right now, we're heading into a very short break. Do stay tuned.